Hi, morning. So it's about 6 a.m. and today I'm flying to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I've never been to Malaysia. Actually, I've been to Penang, but I've never been to mainland Malaysia before. So it's quite exciting. And so I'm in Hong Kong airport right now, and I'm getting the Malaysia airline flight. And it's a beautiful morning. And I've never been up to this part of Hong Kong airport before, so gate 20, where I get really quite a nice look down at all of these planes down here. It's quite cool, on this kind of sky bridge. Yeah. So it's a kind of a rather cloudy, humid day. Okay, more later. So I've got to Singapore. It's been a bit of a whistle-stop tour. So I had in my things, less than 24 hours in Kuala Lumpur. So I managed to get time for a run, and I'm about to go for another run now. Maybe about slightly less than 5k. Yesterday was 6k. Anyway, I didn't really like running in KL because I ended up coughing a lot because there's quite a lot of pollution from all the cars and the motorbikes and the traffic and probably the cheap petrol. Anyway, so I'm hoping Singapore's a bit better. Should be. Normally the air's okay here, relatively. Yeah, and anyway, I met a couple of agents, pet travel agents in Malaysia, and yeah, and then I arrived in Singapore late last night or late afternoon. And then now, yeah, and then we went for I met two of my team, and also met a vet friend of mine who lives and works in Singapore, who I've known for most of my life. And also we met with the 𝐿𝐴𝐺, the China agent we're using, who lives in Shanghai, who's actually a Hong Konger. Anyway, so I'm gonna have my run, and then we'll get going with the day. Thanks. Well, right. So you're based in Shanghai,
right?
And our offices are like today we're sitting in the Singapore office, and so we're trying to make it easier for any pets going from China to Singapore, or vice versa the other way. We're trying to just make it like streamlined and smooth as possible. So yeah, so for example, if we're sending something from Singapore to Shanghai, then what happens when if it's, for example, they're coming as cargo or excess? What's the difference?
Cargo, we need more time to clear customs.
Okay.
For sure, we need the customer original passport. The animals, I mean the pets, would for sure have the microchips, rabies vaccination, and health certificate. Make sure all the paperwork under the customer full name in order to clear in customs. When the pets arrive in Shanghai airport, it's better to arrive in the morning because it would take around 5 to 6 hours to complete the whole process, and then we deliver to the customer on the same day. By excess baggage,
but so you say they need the passport, so that means that, and you need the original of the passport?
Original passport, yes.
So the owner should have arrived like the day before?
1 day before, 2 days before. It depends on the customer situation. Some customer probably they need the original passport, give it to the company to apply the local identity, set up for whatever.
Right.
Or it depends if the customer arrive the same flight with the pets, but the pets travel by cargo. Our team members will meet customer at the passenger arriving home.
Yes.
Then we'll pick up the original customs.
That makes sense. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's quite complicated. They need the originals, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, it's many years.
But it's been like this for many years. Yes. So then, if they're arriving as excess baggage, is it also take 6 or 8 hours?
No. If excess baggage is not easy because the packs will be picked up by the excess baggage area, and then customer for sure we will check all the document in advance, make sure everything is all right, securing customs, and then one day before the flights arrive, we key in all the information, like the pack information, microchip number, all the information we scan to the airport custom officer. Then when the pets first arrive, the customer just go through.
They already know, the government, the government staff, they're already aware this pet will be coming
when they key the computer, all the information for the pets and the customer will show up.
Yeah, like matches.
Absolutely. Then the customer officer will check the document, then scan the microchip. Normally it will take half an hour to 45 minutes.
Okay.
The pets will be released immediately.
Okay.
It's so simple.
Yes. And so, what about, are they allowed to open the crate door to like pet their animal or anything like that?
Cargo, no. Before the custom clearance process, nobody can open the door. And after clearing custom, no problem. You can walk it on, no problem.
But what about for excess baggage?
No, cannot.
They can't until they leave the airport?
Cannot do that. Make sure they have a chop before they go out to the airport.
Yes, okay. And when they leave the airport, so is it quite easy to get a taxi to take a pet home to their place?
Normally, from some taxi, they have pet-friendly taxi. They're able to pick up the small animal, not like a golden retriever, Labrador, that kind of big dog. If the customer needs that kind of transportation, we will handle.
You'll handle it. Yes.
Let's say we have members and drivers meet the customer, passenger arriving home, and then we'll pick up the luggage for sure, and also the dog together. We go together.
Okay. And they're allowed with, I mean, depending on the airline, they could come in with a cat as in a soft bag, like in cabin.
Sure.
Can happen. Yeah.
Some of the airlines accept that pets travel in the cabin, but it depends on the airline policy. Same custom clearance with the excess baggage.
Because like in Singapore, they're allowed to land. I mean, it depends on what airline and from what country they're coming from. They're allowed to land in Singapore with a pet in a soft carrier, but then they have to be transferred to the hard carrier for the examination by the AVS staff. Right. But that's different in Shanghai or Beijing. It doesn't happen.
I mean, for sure, normally the pet travel in the cabin for sure soft bags. No problem. That's okay. Even though Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou's okay.
And is there a lot of variation between arriving in a different, like if they arrive in Beijing or Guangzhou or a different, or Chengdu, or
It's a very good question.
Wuhan?
Some of the major airports like Guangzhou, Shanghai, Beijing, if they travel by cargo, the custom procedure is slightly different. Okay, so you better check with us before to
exactly, because China's just like a gigantic, right?
Because the way they clear in custom, the way they handle the paperwork is different. Three major airports in China.
So do you think most of the pets go through the three major airports?
Yes.
The smaller cities, are they allowed to pets?
I don't think so, because some of the smaller city airports they without any live animal facility to handle.
Okay.
So majority customer from overseas to China, they will land in Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou.
Okay. A little bit similar to like in India, they have I think they have 6 cities where they allow pets to land, and the other cities they don't.
You're right.
It's probably a little bit.
And also it depends on the airline whether they accept the pet travel to these small city. I mean, majority of airline, international airlines, they accept only 3-4 major airports.
Yes. And also, we feel more comfortable to use a reputable carrier anyway, right? So some of the small budget airlines which may go to different places, they maybe have no experience with having like AVI and pets.
Yes, of course, and also they do not have any facility for caring animals. Yes.
So what do you think about office and our setup here?
Pretty nice. Very good location. I mean, not far away from the airport. I mean, easy, more room.
Yes.
I love it.
Excellent.